Okay, so this next puzzle I was just able to do for the first time last night. So I bought a puzzle set that had, I don't know, maybe 12 different wooden puzzles in them because I really like them and I recognized some of the others. It had the pyramid sphere, it had that beautiful flaming flower that I love so much, which for the record, the smaller the puzzle I did find for this flaming a little challenging. Um, Better in a larger size. But so I got this and I was able to, since I had several sets, I was able to paint them different colors to keep them track. Now, so I first looked at the puzzle and suddenly I noticed one piece just slid out. I didn't even at this time know what the pieces looked like. Now, I was fortunate in that I knew I had a plan. I was going to keep one all together so I could use it as a model. So I didn't care if I took it apart, but I did want to take it apart in a meaningful way so I could try to then use it as a model for the other one. So I'm going to show you how I did this. So I knew that this slid out. I'm going to keep that over here. And I knew it went with this other piece. It seems to be in sets of two, I noticed. Two, two, two. But I also noticed the two don't come out together. They all lock each other. It seems to be in like a pattern, one from each. And so as I went around, I noticed this came out. So I held it firm and as I slid this, I realized it got a little stuck there and that these two sort of came out together. So I put them down to sort of mark them. And then I wanted to see what I had here. And I had this. So, and this is how I took it apart. And I was able to see some things that I'm going to help you notice. The last piece is to slip, and I'm going to call this the magic E. All right, so there's only one that looks like an E. And it has different cutouts, and that's how they all fit in together. You'll notice, like the others, before I played with them, I did paint them with some acrylic paint so that I could keep them. I also noticed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. This one is like a little bridge, and that bridge appears to go right on top of the E, and that seems to be the last thing I'm going to do. So I put this aside, and I put this aside, and now I have these. So if you turn these, they do all sorts of unusual things. But I found out that if I can get the letter P, then this can slip in, but which way? So there's a long and a short. Now I'm not going to go, I want all those, the cutout facing up. And I'm going to put the side that's longer. So first I get my P, and then I take that side that's longer. I'm going to slip it in and push it down, and that's sort of going to lock in place. And then toward the long side, not the short one with the cutout, I'm going to, on top, you can see how this is going to slide in to this square that's right there. See that there is a square opening, and that's just going to slide in. And as it does, it's pulling the E with it, and that's all going to lock up. And then I have just a square left, and that's going to go in here. Now, I did notice my puzzles, as much as they are supposed to be squares, you can even see it. There's one side that's slightly longer than the other. So sometimes I do have to turn this final rod to get it correct. And then there's the puzzle. So I'm going to show you another one. Let's just, all right. So first things first, I take out my rod. I find my E. There's my E. I'm going to find my bridge. I'm going to put the bridge on top. And then I'm looking for my P. There we go. So it takes some turning. And then this, I'm going to want the cutouts to go down so it slips. Or sorry, my cutouts to go up. And then I've got that long side and the short side, and I know I want to put the long side in. It's going to lock. There we go. So I don't know what to call this. I mean, a cross, I guess. We'll call this the 6-piece cross puzzle. All right.